with my girl, and we were watching a show, White Lotus. Have you guys ever watched that?
I watched the first episode. The first season, I should say.
My wife is all in, but watching. She said watching this season was like being waterboarded. She hated it, but she couldn't stop watching it.
Yeah, that's kind of the best way to explain, because we didn't. We started on season 3 by mistake. That was my mistake.
Okay, season 3 was what? Season 3 was Sicily.
No, Thailand.
Thailand.
Yeah.
Well, that's now. They were in Thailand now.
That's what I'm saying. It's this season I started.
Okay,
but I think I actually Googled it. Do you have to watch? Because I guess there's only one relationship that has a history that is still on season 3.
Oh, okay.
But other than that relationship, if you need to know like the backstory, other than that, I guess you can just watch them separately.
Yeah. It's like American Horror Stories type.
Yeah.
Right. I'll tell you what. What was it? 2 or 3 years ago, season 2, they were in Sicily, and we wanted to go that summer. And my travel agent, she's like, "Do not go this summer." I go, "Why?" She's like, "Because of White Lotus, I have never booked so much Sicily in my entire career." So we held off on a year just because of that goddamn show.
You don't think of that, but how many shows like that do affect travel? Because people are like, "Well, I want to go where Breaking Bad shot." You know what I mean?
Yeah. The people do it. They have to stay at the resorts, and then all of a sudden, those resorts that won the lucky lottery ticket that had them shooting there, their numbers go through the roof.
Yeah.
Through the roof.
Well, I'm all over here going, I want to visit a Christmas Story house in Indiana.
There you go. I want to go. I want to lick the pole.
Yeah, thanks for all of that. I don't need to go to Thailand.
So we were watching the show, and like, there's a scene where a guy's getting a massage, and you could tell he's getting like aroused, and she's like, "Get out the room, because we're watching like the family room, and they left, and she's like, "I think we're gonna have to watch this show later." I go, "Or they just stay in the room."
Right.
And she's like, "Well, it's your birthday. They want to spend your birthday with you. You're going to keep them in the room?" I go, "Yeah." She's like, "No, it's not how it works now." I'm like,
"It's not how it works, man.
You're right. Yeah.
You're in it."
Yeah.
Dude, you are in it. It's completely different. So when you have your own kids, it's like you go through the cycles, right? And everything kind of changes as it goes, but they're yours. You were dropped into this and have to learn on the fly.
Yes.
But one of the things I would say is you should be happy that these kids want to spend time with you.
You're not wrong. And that's the thing. It's like,
that's a pretty cool thing, because that's going to go away soon too. How old did you say? I've asked you a million times. The oldest is
11.
Going to be 11?
One's going to be 11 and one's going to be 7.
Yep. Yeah,
dude,
good job, man.
Only because you said it 75 times.
I know.
75 times.
I got the 11-year-old one right though. You're one period away from this whole thing changing.
Yes, you're right. So
the whole game is going to change, and then you're going to say that you're not my dad, and game on. I mean, it's going to happen. It just will. It's going to be how you can handle it.
There's going to come a time where I'm going to want to watch a show, and they're like, "No, we're going to go hang out." I go, "Well, you're not going to watch a show with your family. You're not going to watch the show with me and your mom."
Dude,
come on.
That's where I'm at now. Yeah. That's where I'm at now. I can't get my family together to go away for a few days. Like, they don't want anything to do with it. It sucks.
All kidding aside, even though I want to puke thinking about it, when you talk about it, you're like, of course you're going to do the obligatory, but I feel like you're happy, overall. Like, I don't think it's annoying you. Like,
no,
it would annoy me.
No.
I feel like you're happy with the whole scenario.
There's definitely a learning curve, like JP said. I went from 0 family to now I have two girls I got to watch over as well. But also, what I know, because again, I've never had kids. I never really dated someone with kids like that. I can only go off of like
coaching.
You're right. Coaching, and then like what my parents did and what worked for me, and what in my head didn't work for them. But I think I could change.
And all you can do is take what you feel was the good stuff that your parents did and build on top of that.
Exactly.
Like, I left the beatings out of my parenting. You know,
of course.
My parents kicked my ass.
Yeah.
I haven't laid a finger on my kids, although I'm not going to say it was easy.
Yeah.
Cycle breaker.
Nicole's the same way. She's not into like really hitting the kids at all.
Yeah, but you want to.
There's times where I'm like,
you'll want to trust. No. Not until when they're teenagers. You're gonna wanna.
Yeah.
you're gonna want it bad.
Exactly.
Bad.
But she holds herself. I'm like, hey, you're better than me. If those are my kids.
Yeah,
Let me tell you
the
this.
taste out your mouth. Yeah,
They finna learn.
I get it.
It's only temporary, and then it's a look, right? Then you don't even need to do anything.
That was kind of my thing. It's like early on, yeah, I got tapped up here and there, but then immediately I'm like, don't want that again.
Yeah.
I knew what to not do immediately.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Monica said, and JP, you could, relate to this. They just gave you a look,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Nope.
two things are going to happen. I got to stop now. Or if I don't, I'm going to find out later, even harder.
Yep.
Yeah, but mine didn't stop with looks.
What do you mean?
It didn't. It didn't stop.
Because
with
you
the look.
were an asshole kid, it sounds like.
My father was like, but I wasn't though. I mean, listen, I didn't get my ass kicked all the time, but there was never a look that stopped it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I got it, when it was game on, it was game on.
Yeah.
You know, if I knew when not to push. Usually, if I was getting my ass kicked, it was for something that was already done. The only
Stop
time I
doing stuff. Like, why would you? Even if your dad or mom or whomever is not there at all, right? Let's just say you're off with your friends or
'Cause I
by
was a
yourself.
teenager.
Then why didn't? Then you knew what you were doing was against the rules, or you were
Yeah, but
going
I
to
didn't-
get in trouble. So just then don't do it. I don't understand what in your head was like. I'm going to do it anyway.
I was a teenage kid, man.
So I was a teenage kid. Why didn't you have that thing in your head that
Because you
said I
were a
don't?
goody, you were a little bit of a goody two shoes.
Oh,
I
no,
like to,
no, that wasn't
Why?
wasn't goody two shoes. That was just having a brain. You knew it was wrong. I knew it was wrong. You decided
Monica,
to do
you
it, and I
spent-
didn't.
You spent your weekends in the house reading.
I
I
spent
did
some
not.
weekends. I also spent some weekends out, but I also knew it was until I was 17 when I just went nuts because I was like, clearly I'm following all the rules and I'm still getting in trouble. Screw this. And I did go a little crazy. I'm not going to lie. I was telling Garrett some of the stories. He's like, wow.
Like what?
He's
Tell
like,
me a
thought it was
story.
cool.
I want to hear a story, Mommy.
Talking
Tell me
back
a
to like
story.
Talking back to the teachers,
Yeah.
sitting in the back row, making noise, going to the principal's office, in school suspension, all
You
of it.
got in
Hot,
school
hot.
suspension?
Yes, I did.
hot, hot,
What
hot.
the-
No, it was all
Well,
bad.
hold on. What did the hall monitor do to get in school suspension?
Because
Captain of the AV squad. What did you get
Never
in
on
trouble
the AV
for?
squad, just the yearbook squad. I listen. I was in a bad mental. I'm not proud of this. But I had followed the rules, and I never got any. I always got screwed. So I was like, screw it. I'm gonna start doing bad things. So
This is pre or post coma?
this is way post coma. This is when I was in a junior in high school, circa
Okay.
Buffalo, Dateline, Buffalo, New York. And for the in-school suspension, there was a math teacher that other kids would make fun of and stuff because he was just a dork old man math teacher or
Yeah.
whatever. And I, back before all of that, I would never have said anything. I probably would have stuck up for him. But now I was in the back row laughing at things he said and making noise and pointing and
Right.
just being a brat, really. And he finally got fed up with it and was like, Monica, go to the principal's office. And so I just walked out the door and went home. I didn't even go.
I was gonna say, when you went to the principal's office, did the guy just start laughing?
No, I
What
went.
are you doing here?
I went home. I was like, screw the principal. I'm
What
not
do you-
doing that. I'm leaving. And this was like at 11 in the morning. Like basically, I took a half day.
What
Didn't
do you
tell
need? A
anybody.
letter of recommendation, Monica? What's going on?
You walked in, he's like, did something happen to the library? What's the matter?
Right.
Who did something to you?
Are the cards in the Dewey Decimal System out of whack?
Hey, I'll correct
We'll get
that.
right on that.
I would have corrected that. And I should have used that to my advantage. You're right. It didn't dawn on me that I could do that and like do
Right.
something wrong and then tell them I didn't. I didn't. Anyway, so I went home and I was like, screw you guys. I'm not going back. And then of
Good
course,
for you.
no, this is all bad. My point is, I knew it was wrong and I did it.
Did it anyway.
That's bad.
Yeah, but
That's
you were
not
just acting out. You were
that's
acting out. You're a teenager.
not a good thing.
Good for you. I'm actually a little proud of you right now.
No, nothing
Yeah.
to be proud of. It's
Yeah.
full suspension.
You know, it's funny. My wife had an idea the other day that I agreed with wholeheartedly, but there's no way you'll get away with it now. Because she was like, she's got some kid. They're sitting there. Like, she had to bring work to a kid who was in school suspension, right? They're just sitting there doing absolutely nothing, right? She was like, why don't we put these kids to work? I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, why don't we do like when people are in jail and they're on the side of the road and they give them a stick and they're picking up garbage? Why don't we send these kids outside into the, onto the school property and make them clean up after stuff? I'm like, I agree with you wholeheartedly, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm like, good luck, getting the school board behind something like that.
I don't
and putting these
know.
kids- because you know what?
Why would they-
There's no fear. There's no fear in like a kid sitting in school suspension. They have a day off. Yeah, they're going to be a little bit bored, but are they really bored? Somebody else is in there. They probably still have their phone on them. It's really not that big a deal. And out of school suspension is even a bigger joke. That's the best. I had that once. That was phenomenal. I had 3 days off. It was great.
I don't know why they thought that's a punishment for someone in high school.
I don't understand it either. But she was like, we should just make them go clean up the campus, or they have to, volunteer in the library, or they have to make them do stuff.
Productive.
I'm like, I am with you wholeheartedly.
I
Go
don't know
get
why
it.
someone would be against that. I really don't.
Because they're little angel babies.
Well, they're in
shouldn't
trouble.
have to go out there and do work. They shouldn't have to be out there and cleaning up litter off of the. Meanwhile, it's probably their kids that probably left the litter. I'm just saying, I thought it was a pretty great idea. Basically, make a chain gang out of the in-school suspension kids. I thought it was
the
awesome.
thing is, they can't be. There is a line. It needs to be monitored or governed or whatever, where they don't get abused. Like there's not a teacher out there, mocking them and hitting them in the head and all that. That I understand that part of it.
100%.
But they can definitely be put to good use. I don't know when this stopped. I don't think it's a thing now. I don't know, but of course, I'm reading the Danny Trejo book. Trejo?
Trejo.
Trejo. Yeah, I forgot about
he's
that.
Mexican too, so I don't know.
You're supposed to roll your R that, I believe.
I don't know how I can't roll. I can't. That's why I'm like Trejo.
Danny Trejo. You're welcome.
He was in 1965. He was in a stint in prison, and they had a program back then where.
He's that old?
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that. Well, he was 18 when he got sent to this.
Probably 60s. 70s probably.
He was
now,
18 in
right?
1965, so he's old.
Let's see.
He was there from 18 to 21. Anyway, they had a program.
80.
Oh shoot, he's old. But he's still alive, and I don't know how after. Anyway, so my point is, he was in this jail for 18 to 21-year-olds, and there was a program for that specific prison where they would train them to fight fires. It was in California, so they'd have wildfires or whatever. And if there's any danger or whatever, they would put these prisoners there, but they were trained. They went through the whole firefighting training like firefighters do, only they were prisoners. And to be honest with you, he was like, I loved it. It was the most productive thing. I liked to do it. It was hot and it was crazy and it was exhausting or whatever. But they put these 18 to 21-year-olds to good use. You know what I mean? They needed they needed the help. There were wildfires. Like, there's something there. There's something, and I don't know about prisoners or students or whatever.
Right.
There's something to looking into how can we use that,
but
not abuse it.
Right, because that was a thing with I'm not getting political, but in the 2016 in the Democratic in the primary when they were doing the debates, that's the one thing Tulsi that ended Kamala's campaign that first time around in 2016 because something happened and then they went to Tulsi Gabbard and Tulsi had all this evidence, all this proof about when she was whatever her position was in California at the time, Kamala Harris, she kept people behind bars longer than their sentences for free labor. And at the end of that debate, Kamala was out. It killed her. Boom, done. So, yeah, you have to be able to keep an eye on it, and you have to be able to trust to be able to do it.
Yeah.
But how cool would it have been? It would be really cool is if they got all of that training to be firefighters, and then they were done with their sentence, they can have a career as a firefighter.
Because
that would have been really cool.
Because of how difficult it is for people who have a record in prison to find a job anyway. But if they've got that training and they've put out firefighters and helped their state where they live, I think I don't know why it got rid of. Maybe it was being abused. I don't know if it's
probably
something like it still. I don't know. But to me, I had no idea that would even be a thing. Do it. There's something there.
How many biographies have we talked about you reading in the last 2 weeks?
Well, I normally don't. It's like you brought that up about the students, so I thought of it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought it up.
I know Brittany came up, right?
Yeah. I read that. Yeah.
Did Mariah come up?
I read hers, but I don't know
you
if
did. Brittany, Mariah. What was the big one? There was a big
Henry
one
Winkler,
last
you
week.
guys mocked
Henry
me.
Winkler came up a couple of times.
Whatever.
Hey.
I got Paris Hilton in the on deck, and I've got.
Why
She's
would
waiting
you
in the wings.
possibly want to read the life story of Paris Hilton?
For that reaction right there, we think one thing, but we don't know the depth of her. We don't know what her life was like either as a poor little rich girl or as a girl who struggled. We don't know. I don't know.
She's a hidden philosopher. We just never knew.
We don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what kind of a mathematician she was.
Did you ever watch that porn tape?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's awful. It's in the green. It's in the night vision green light. Remember that whole? Oh my God!
Of all people that are curious, you always have questions. You're like, how do you not want to know? How do you not want to know what her thoughts are about that? What she went through when that got released? All of that.
Listen, I don't care about Paris Hilton at all.
I mean,
There are definitely people whose lives I think were probably interesting, and I would love to read an autobiography. Like I know I read Duff from Guns N' Roses. I read that one. I read Steinbrenner. I read that one.
That's cool.
A couple other ones, but I could care less about the vapid life of a spoiled rich girl.
How do you? Then that's just an assumption, and that's something that I want to get past. Now, if you're right,
now if I thought you would be honest, I'd bet you $20, right? $20 to your zero. That you would finish that book and be like, JP, you were right.
No, that's what it,
You're right. You talk about vapid, rich, white, privileged girl right there in a nutshell.
Seriously. That's what I was just getting ready to say before you. If I, at the end of the book, I'm like, well, JP was right. I will totally say it. I really will. I will say, well, I gave her a shot and I was wrong. I'm glad I gave her the shot.
But then don't you want to find Paris Hilton and like strangle her for taking away 10 hours of your life?
I don't care enough. I learned, and I'm sure there's something silly in there that'll make me like, oh, geez.
Let me ask you this. Let's just say that book is 300 pages. Mm-hmm. How long does it take you to read 300 pages?
It depends on like what I'm doing in my life at the time, but yeah, that'll be like a week if I just.
It would take you a whole week.
But I come here, I work out.
If you had a rainy weekend, can you knock out 300 pages in a rainy weekend?
Yeah, no problem. I'll do the day and a half tops. Yeah, but that's if I just sit there and dedicate
Not me.
myself.
There'd be 17 naps in there. It would just keep putting me to sleep.
No, but it's a rainy weekend. Sit out on the porch.
I'd have to reread. Like chapters, be like, I forget what happened.
Yo, Diz, are you doing homework with the girls, Diz?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mostly the young one.
Why are you so surprised?
The older one, I told you, Monica would love her. She's just a nerd.
Right.
She should help us with work. You know what I mean? But the young one, sounding out words, it's so hard to me because I don't know like the technique. I'm like, how do you not know this word? It's with.
Right.
Like that, you know?
Yeah.
See,
Big
that's
dummy.
That's how I feel like I would be like.
And real quick, back to the having to pay for stuff. Is the ex-husband or ex-baby dad, were they married?
No, they were never married.
Okay, it was the ex-baby, but both of the kids are from that one dude?
Yeah.
Does he pay? Does he pay his child support?
Oh, yeah. He pays his child support. It comes out. It is no choice. It comes out. It's his check.
Oh, it comes out of his...
Yeah. But
at least you got that going for you.
Yeah, some extra money coming in. It doesn't
now,
go
that goes
anywhere.
to the
Yeah, it goes straight into groceries and stuff like that.
Well, let me say this. Let's just say Nicole said to him, I want to take the kids to Disney for a couple, for a day or two. Is he the kind of guy that would give a little extra so his kids can go to Disney, or he's responsible for this and you're not getting a dime more than that?
The latter.
Yeah.
For sure.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I'll never understand. I mean, if he doesn't have the means, that's one thing, but I'll never understand that at all.
People like to weaponize kids.
Of course.
You know.
My parents did it.
Exactly.
My parents did it, and I jumped into a bottle of Jack Daniels for a good period of time.
Well, they are drinkers too, these girls, so I get it.
What, the little girls?
They like the whiskey?
Yeah.
Good for them.
They're more rum.
Okay.
Rum girls.
Right.
Yeah.
Monica, then show him that rum thing I sent you, that rum and Diet Coke thing I sent you the other day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right.
You show that to him.
Take one of
All
those.
right, so we're going to take a break. We're going to get to, in about 20 minutes or so, we'll do high, low, red, black. Then at 12 o'clock, you'll have another shot for the bone bonus. With the bone bonus, if you get a phone call from a phone number you don't recognize after we give you the word and you sign up for the word, answer the phone because it could very well be us. And if you don't answer the phone, then you're not going to get your $1,000. All right? And then at 12:15, we'll do Dead Guy. We get a lot more, too. It's JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Get ready. Welcome to Rockville is gearing up to take over the Daytona International Speedway from May 15th to 18th with Green Day, Korn, Shinedown, and Linkin Park. Plus, Bad Omens, Incubus, Good Charlotte, Rob Zombie, Alice in Chains, Pierce the Veil, Marilyn Manson, 3 Days Grace, Sublime, Hailstorm, I Prevail, Three Doors Down, Jimmy Eat World, Motionless in White, Bush, Chevelle, Mudvayne, and so many more. Welcome to Rockville. North America's largest rock festival is finally here. May 15th to the 18th in Daytona Beach. 5 stages, 4 days, and over 150 bands. Select passes on sale now at welcometorockville.com.
Spring is in the air, and that can only mean one thing. Baseball is back. Hard Rock Bet makes it easy to bet on America's pastime in just a few easy steps. It's more than betting on the game. You can bet on home runs, strikeouts, and more. You can even bet on if someone will score in the first inning, so it's a super fun, fast bet. And it's win or go home in the NBA playoffs, but not for new customers on Hard Rock Bet. As a new sign-up, if you don't win your first bet, you'll get a bonus bet back up to $100 to try again. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. To wager, terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Nia.
Hi, Nia. It's Jennifer. Did you know that Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, I work here.
Okay. I was just double checking. Get it?
Because Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, you get me, Nia.
You could say that I double get you.
I guess we've taken it too far.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Sometimes an identity threat is a ring of professional hackers. And sometimes it's an overworked accountant who forgot to encrypt their connection while sending bank details.
I need a coffee.
And you need LifeLock because your info is in endless places. It only takes one mistake to expose you to identity theft. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
It's JP, 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. 800-771-1025 at JP on your radio on Twitter and Instagram. Monica and Dizzy in the studio as always.
JP,
what?
Have you heard of this gorilla versus 100 people thing on? Well, I guess
I saw a thing on, what was it? Are you talking about the 100 guy? Was it Rick Ross? I saw a thing on TMZ the other day that had Rick Ross trying to get 100 guys together. They were going to fight a gorilla. Is that what this is?
He's probably, referring to it's like some question that popped up on social media. I don't know how it started. We never do, but it got legs to it. And there was this whole discussion on, can 100 men with unarmed men take a silverback gorilla?
That's a good question.
This is what listen, say what you will. This is why I love the internet.
Who's going in
like
first?
this.
But the problem is you're literally going to have to kill the gorilla. You're going to have to kill that gorilla. That's the only way you're beating that gorilla, because that gorilla is not going to it's not going to stop until he feels safe.
Yeah.
So, if 100 dudes are there and he took out 80 of them, but he took a beating, he's going back after the other 20 because he feels like his life is still in danger. But I thought it was just some dopey thing that Rick Ross had said. And then it was like a joke, and that was it. I saw it on TMZ a couple days ago. I didn't know this is an internet trend. I didn't see it anywhere.
It's like it's like a big discussion that's been going. I think it's an easy answer. You're not beating a silverback gorilla, even if it's like 100
100 dudes might be able to.
No. 100. I'll give you this: 100 NFL linebackers who could all fight UFC style will still get bodied by that one gorilla.
You give me 100 John Joneses, and I get from the UFC, and I guarantee you they could 100 of them can take it. All you got to do is choke it out.
Listen to what you're saying right now. Listen, all you have to do is what you just said.
But Monica, you got 100 guys. Do we have to fight him one-on-one through 100 guys?
No.
Hope he gets tired and guy number 75 can start doing a little damage?
No.
Or is it all at once?
All at once can go.
I'm going 100 guys.
No.
I'm going, if you're giving me listen, I'm going 100 linebackers, fighters, physical specialists. I'm not going 100 me.
Yeah, I get that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going 100 me, but if you give me the top 100 guys in the UFC against that gorilla, one of them's got to choke him out.
No.
That's it.
I'll give you 100 Deshaun. What is his name? Deshaun. What was the kid's name? Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
The 458-pound.
No.
Defensive line.
Deshaun Watson. No, the new Buccaneer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you 100 of him who can fight and are physically in the greatest shape at that weight. You're still losing. You're still losing.
I don't know. You make it sound, your quote is, and this is what I can't get over, is all you have to do is, and then you follow that with choke him out. So you think in your head, 100 of the guys you mentioned, UFC or whatever, is just going to casually be able to hold their hands around his neck with zero resistance, no problem.
How thick that neck is and the strength.
Hold on. We're talking about 100 fighters.
Yeah.
All attacking at the same time, front, back, sides. The gorilla can do only so much. I'm not saying it's going to be easy.
Of a gorilla.
I'm not saying it's going to be easy. And there's going to be some of those guys that get knocked into next Tuesday, if not killed. But by the time it gets a little bit tired and somebody can come from behind and choke them out.
You know they live in the freaking this. They're wild.
Yeah,
they're not domesticated, following rules and understanding etiquette and fighting.
Listen, they're not getting attacked by 100 things at once.
You're crazy. Don't
tell me I'm crazy.
The first John Joneses that run in for you are gonna get ripped apart, and then that gorilla is gonna use their limbs to smack around the other guy.
Yeah, because in my head, the gorilla starts laughing and takes his finger in his thumb and just pluck.
Yeah.
Pluck, cluck, and it's done, and
that
there
thing's
is no
not getting
more.
tired.
No.
It's like
What do you mean he's not getting tired? It's a physical being. Of course it'll get tired.
Not from
in
100
like
dudes.
a week. Why is it you think that 100 guys can make one gorilla tired? I'm very surprised by this. I'm very surprised.
You're talking about we just had the conversation of 800-771-1025. 100
Get
UFC fighters. 100 UFC fighters we're talking about. We're not talking about 100 me's. We're not talking about 100 U's. 100 UFC guys. I guarantee you.
Okay. Would you be, guarantee, sir. Would you, let's just say somehow in the world's worst world, there is it is, that's why I love it. There is some.
Like, what do you want to do? Fight a shark? You got a better shot to go shark or a bear?
You thought when we had that discussion before, you could just thump a shark and be okay.
I know exactly how to handle the shark.
It's just going to be easy.
Okay, New York man.
All you have to do is.
I'm telling you just got to watch any watch Shark Week, watch any of those shows, and you want to stop a shark in its tracks. All you have to do is grab its snout. It goes into a trance.
Stop with the all you have to do. Please
It's
make
the
it
truth.
sound like
Don't-
it's going to be somehow difficult. All you have to do.
No, you got to get in and you got to grab that snout. I'm right.
Okay.
I'm
so let me
right.
ask you this, Mr. Guarantee. If in a horrible, horrible world, there was a 100 men, UFC, you pick the men against one gorilla, which would be so sad, would you be willing, guaranteer, to bet money and not just $5? You're going to need to bet 1,000 gets you $1 million.
Done.
Oh, my God.
Done.
No.
Okay.
For $1,000?
Just give me $1,000 right now, then.
I'd bet $1,000 on 100 UFC guys.
Okay.
I want John Jones and I want all those dudes who's that new Irish kid, that Paddy Pimblett guy? Even though he's a lightweight, you need the heavier guys that are going to get in there, right? You need the heavier guys in there, but 100 of them.
Could you take 100 kindergartners?
Can I take 100 kindergartners?
In your fittest moment of life.
No, because they're coming at you from all directions.
You could definitely take 100 kindergartners.
No, you can't.
100 of them. You'd just be kicking heads of kindergartners.
Yeah,
all
for
day.
the first 10, then I'm going to get tired.
You don't think they'll get tired? They're kindergartners.
But they can take a step back, get a breath. I got to keep going through 100 of them. No, I don't think I could take 100 kindergartners. Although I would love to try.
I think you could just grab one and spin them, and then everyone's getting knocked out by it.
Well, you can just spin around in circles, and just keep knocking kids out one at a time.
Helicopter them. Listen, I'm extremely surprised that not only do you think that, but you're staunch on it, Mr. Guarantee, as opposed to
$1,000. You said 1,000 for $1 million.
Gets you $1 million, yeah.
100%.
But you know, then you lose $1,000 by betting on the wrong.
Fine. That's entertainment. That's $1,000 well spent. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
John on line one. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, thanks, JP. Hey, first off, I'm not taking credit for this. Somebody called in on the Mike Calta show early this morning, and they closed this conversation down. Dizzy was almost there. There's going to be limbs flying. Feeling gross, but you just take like the femurs and just stab the guy, the gorilla, and bleed it out. Have a good one.
Bleed out the gorilla?
Bradley on line 3. So that's one gorilla.
Take a femur.
Go ahead, Bradley.
Oh, yeah.
Line 3. Bradley's gone. Eric on line 2.
Hey, I got to say, anybody who thinks the gorilla is not going to win is nuts.
Over 100 UFC fighters.
He called you crazy.
There's videos of gorillas ripping the doors off of Land Rovers. They're ridiculously strong. You can't hurt that thing.
I know
that. Think about somebody like Warren Sapp. If I were to go punch Warren Sapp, he's going to laugh in my face and rip me apart. And I'm not a small guy.
Right, but he's not going to do
like 10 times stronger and thicker.
Right, but you're talking about it's not just you and Warren Sapp. It's 100 of you against Warren Sapp.
Yeah, but 100 guys can't attack at once. Maybe 3 can, and the girl's going to grab all 3 of them and bang them together and pop their heads like zip.
No, and then you just got to get your strongest guy back there and choke that bitch out.
It's not going to happen. Hey, real quick.
That's 2 for gorilla, none for guys so far.
Real quick on the other thing with the talking about famous houses. My uncle owned the house that was in the beginning of Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. And he says every day there were old stoners there that would take pictures in front of the house, like on a regular basis.
Got it.
It's the pilgrimage to the
Thanks, man.
the Cheech and Chong. By the way, if the only way I can take you seriously during this conversation is if you stop saying all you have to do is, because none of this would be easy. Even if the men would win,
I didn't say it was going to be easy.
But all you have to do,
as
an implication of,
you got to choke it out or stab it.
you can't.
You're unarmed.
You can't choke it out.
Yeah. What if I'm armed with one of the arms of one of the guys that got ripped off?
That's a good point.
If the gorilla could use it,
yeah,
and the gorilla is probably not used to using tools.
Yeah. I'll tell you this though, the one guy is gonna look at the limb of an arm and go, I don't want to be here.
Exactly. And by the way, the gorilla's not just gonna say the gorilla and you are looking at this arm, and the gorilla's not gonna be like, oh, okay, you go ahead and have it. I'll go with that. You're gonna have to fight the gorilla for the arm, and the gorilla's gonna win.
He's gonna tear apart the first 10, and then the other 90 are gonna scatter. Be like, every man for himself.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it when you two get along like this. Nice. Brian on line 5. What's up, Brian?
JP, you now have 2,000 to win $2 million because you're 100% right. 100 men the size of Hulk Hogan that can fight like John Jones. How could you? The girl's going to get tired. Wear it down all day.
100 of them.
Fantastic.
There you go.
You guys are acting like you could rope-a-dope a gorilla. You're gonna get ripped apart.
I don't.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Listen, let me go through the phones and we'll see what the final score is. So far, it's
3-1.
It's 2-1.
No, because the guy before that was for the gorilla.
That was only the third call we took so far on this.
Oh, you're just cheating.
I'm not cheating. Justin on line 6.
Hey guys. Do you think a 250-pound man can take toddlers that just started walking, because that is the equivalent of what a 250-pound man is to a gorilla?
100 of them, though. All right, so you're on Team Gorilla. Just give me your team. You're gorilla or men?
Gorilla, definitely. Gorilla. The gorilla
all right.
ripped all of us apart.
He's right.
James on line 7. Thanks, Justin. Go ahead, James.
Hey, what's up, JP? This is so frustrating because, like you said, 100 UFC fighters, if 10 of them all rush him at once, how is he going to know which way to go?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if he's focused on one guy, the other 9 behind him can come behind him and yoke him up.
Are we just discounting this wild animal's instinct to survive at things that are attacking him? Are we completely thinking that he has no instinct, that he's just going to rush at whatever he has to, and he's not going to have a plan of attack? I'll give you that.
It lives in the jungle.
Yeah,
it doesn't walk down the street to Starbucks.
No.
It fights animals. It's a top predator.
There will be no battle strategy. It'll be, holy crap, men are coming at me. I'm going to lose my crap on all of them. I don't care who hits me first.
All right, because all right, Chris on line 8. We got to hurry up because we got to get to high-low red black.
Oh, yeah.
Why not lure it into some water?
There you go.
Lure it.
Okay. There you go.
Apes can't swim.
So there's a body of water over there. There's a body of water over there, and it's not attacking you at all. It's listening. You go, hey, come here. Come over this way. And he's just watching you the whole time. He's not in any way, shape, or form attacking you.
He'll just throw the body of another dead corpse at the guy in the water.
I guess I'll follow him. Doo-dee-doo.
All right, it's 3-3. Last call. Jim, line 1. What do you got?
It's going to be the UFC fighters, whether it's one at a time or whether it's 100 to 1, because scientifically, humans have more stamina than a gorilla.
Okay.
That's why deer, you can run a marathon, but deer only have short bursts of energy. You keep going after them, even though you're behind, you wear them out. And it's the same thing with gorillas.
That thing is.
They don't have the stamina. They're going to get tired, and then UFC fighters win.
Who is this guy? Steve Irwin? Hang up on this fool, man.
Gorillas are more like it.
I would even say it doesn't have to be UFC fighters. They can be 100 regular guys.
No way. Okay, so this is the guy you're listening to right now.
According to my math, it's 4 for the 100 guys, 3 for the gorillas. My team wins.
I love how you stopped there and cherry picked.
Literally on the caller sheet,
Monica,
majority of gorillas.
We have a very important portion of the show to get to.
Yeah.
800-771-1025. Fill up the phones. We're going to do high-low, red-black when we come back for somebody's shot to go to Amalie tonight. Game 5 of your Tampa Bay Lightning. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Barbecue Love Fest is back.
Woo! I smell barbecue.
It's the celebration of all things barbecue, good times, and cooking for a cure. Barbecue Love Fest, May 3rd from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Perry Harvey Park in downtown Tampa. Get samples of the best barbecue from over 20 cooking teams, over 7 renowned pitmasters from across the country, and live music. Eat barbecue, vote on the best cook team, and watch live music outside at the nicest time of the year. What's better than that? Join the Bone Saturday, May 3rd. And it's the day of the Derby. There'll be coverage of the Kentucky Derby all day. Hey, you can even wear a big dumb hat. Proceeds benefit Friedrich's Ataxia Research Alliance. Get your tickets early right now at theboneonline.com. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar tonight, 7 p.m. Tampa AC Hotel by Marriott, 4020 West Boy Scout Boulevard, 1-800-875-PASS. CamtechSchool.com.
Hey, it's Carmen from the Mike Calta Show, here to tell you about my favorite little mouth pouch, Tiza. Not only can it help you on your journey to quit smoking, vaping, or dipping, but if you're a chronic snacker like me, Tiza will help you put down the chips with an added bonus of giving you all the energy you need to get up and get moving. No nicotine, no tobacco, focused energy, long-lasting flavors, 0 calories. I mean, the list goes on and on. Tiza comes in a bunch of flavors too, but my personal favorite is the wintergreen. Tiza is a pouch of herbal tea designed to be placed in between your cheek and gum and is packed with tea-cut herbs, vitamin B, and caffeine, and was founded and formulated by a medical doctor. Find Tiza in selected 7-Elevens, Liquor Depot, and now in Walmart all over the Bay Area. Tiza, why spit when you can swallow?
I'm sure everyone says this, but my mom really deserves the world. This year, I finally found a Mother's Day gift that comes close. She loves Hellsberg, so I'm getting her these timeless gold earrings she can enjoy for years to come. They feel special enough to show how much I truly appreciate everything she does for me. And I mean everything. I even sent my dad a link to the Diamond Eternity band he'll be getting her, too.
Save up to 50% on Mother's Day gifts Mom will cherish forever. Visit Hellsberg.com or a store near you.
Great Scott! Back to the Future is now on stage, and it's a jaw-dropping spectacle rapes USA Today. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious entertainment. On stage now through Sunday at Straz Center. Get your tickets yesterday at StrazCenter.org.
I'm honored by the number of referrals that Bernetti PA gets from others in our legal profession. We have represented clients referred to us by other law firms and even represented judges. They've called us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
If you're thinking about selling your home, what is keeping you up at night worried? Will I sell it on time? Will I leave money on the table? What if I can't find a home after I sell my home? Jeff Borum of Team Borum with eXp Realty has the solutions for all of those worries. Leave the worry to Jeff. Google Team Borum or go online to jeffborum.com. That's jeffborum.com and start packing.
Feel the credit union difference. GTE Financial is celebrating its 90th anniversary. Since 1935, providing solutions for Tampa Bay businesses is what we love to do. From SBA lending to hassle-free checking, commercial insurance to preventing fraud. We even offer free benefits for your employees. As a not-for-profit financial institution, we get to focus on your earnings. Join us at gtefinancial.org, the official credit union of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Nia.
Hi, Nia. It's Jennifer. Did you know that Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, I work here.
Okay. I was just double checking. Get it?
Because Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, you get me, Nia.
You could say that I double get you.
I guess we've taken it too far.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Sometimes an identity threat is a ring of professional hackers. And sometimes it's an overworked accountant who forgot to encrypt their connection while sending bank details.
I need a coffee.
And you need LifeLock because your info is in endless places. It only takes one mistake to expose you to identity theft. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
COVID-19 has cast a spotlight on the stark inequalities that drive poverty. The poorest communities in the U.S. and around the world are suffering the most. Oxfam believes we can put systems in place to protect health and livelihoods in the future if we work together with dignity and compassion. Learn how you can help offer safety to the most vulnerable and fight for a more resilient future at oxfamamerica.org. Sponsored by Oxfam America.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
And now, back to JP.
Down, down, down. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. Down. Okay. Guess who's back? Back again.
We can't hear you, but we see your mouth.
Yes.
There we go.
I'm sorry, I was getting a little jiggy with you. Look at you dancing again, shaking the shocker knockers.
Got a little clean today.
Tis time. High-low, red black, 800-771-1025. Reminder on how the game is played. It's a simple card game. The first card is up, and then there's 5 more after that. You go higher or lower. If it's higher, you guess higher. It goes higher, and you go again. You get to the end. You get to the last card. All you got to tell me, is it red or is it black? And you can win tickets to tonight's game at Amalie Arena. David on line 1. You are the first one up. Good morning, David. How are you today?
Up the irons. Let's get it on.
Oh, I haven't heard from you in a while. How you been, buddy? You good?
I've been good, man. Just been busy.
Yeah. You want me to cut the cards or no?
Yeah, let's just let it ride.
Raw dogging it. You got it. First card up. Tough one. 6 of diamonds. Is the next card higher or lower?
Higher.
He says higher. It is higher. It is the 8 of clubs. Higher or lower than the 8?
Higher.
He says higher. Sorry, David. It is a 3 of clubs. Bye.
There we go.
Kevin, line 2. You see, Dizzy, you hate the game, but yet you love when they lose as much as I do.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
So then stop complaining about the game. Let's go, Kevin, line 2. What do you got, Kev? Welcome to it.
Hey, good morning, guys. Love the show.
First card up. Thank you very much. 10 of spades. Higher or lower than the 10 of spades?
Lower.
He says lower. It is lower. It is a 6 of hearts. Higher or lower than the 6?
Higher.
He says higher. It is higher. It is an 8. Higher or lower than the 8?
Ooh. Higher.
He says higher than the 8. It is higher than the 8. It is a king of hearts.
Just
higher or
win it.
lower than the king?
Lower.
He says lower. It is the ace of clubs. Boom. There it is in the camera for those who don't believe. Sorry, Kevin. Sorry, Kevin. Robert, line 3, you're up. Your first card up, Robert, is a good one. It is a jack of hearts. Higher or lower than the jack, Robert?
Going lower.
He goes lower than the jack. It is lower than the jack. It is a 3. That's a good one. That's a good one. Higher or lower?
Going higher.
He goes higher. It is higher, but barely. It's a 5 of diamonds. Higher or lower than the 5?
Going higher again.
He goes higher. It is lower. It is a 2 of spades.
I'm convinced you are just on the commercial putting cards in order so
You
that
heard me
these people
shuffling.
get screwed over.
You want to hear me shuffle them again? I'll shuffle them again. I don't
I
care.
want to screw up the next person's job.
Brendan, line 4.
Hey, how we doing, guys?
How you doing,
Hey,
Brendan?
how we doing?
Great. 9 of diamonds, Brendan. Higher or lower?
Lower.
He says lower. It is a jack of clubs. There you go. Sorry, Brendan. That was quick. Those hurt.
He was on call longer than he played.
It sure was. Brian, line 5. Brian, what's happening? Where you from, Brian?
What up, JP?
How you doing? You got a good first card, man. Ace of diamonds. Higher or lower than, well, can't go higher. You going lower?
Right.
It is lower. It
Yes,
is a
sir.
six of clubs. Higher or lower than a 6?
Higher.
He goes higher. It is higher. It is a 9 of spades. Higher or lower than the 9?
Lower.
Lower. It is higher. It is
Oh
a
my God.
jack of
This is
spades.
ridiculous.
So sorry.
No, you're not.
I am.
Yeah,
Brian,
this-
line 6.
This is definitely going to end in one segment.
Yeah,
I can
okay.
feel it.
Well, the segment's going to go right until we have to give away $1,000. So, Ryan, line 6, you're the first one up. The next one up, you got a good card, Ryan. How you feeling about a king of diamonds?
Good. Lower.
He goes lower. It is lower, but barely lower. It is a queen of clubs. Higher or lower than the queen?
Lower.
He says lower. It is lower by a lot. That is a 4 of spades. Higher or lower than the 4?
Higher.
He goes higher. It is higher. It is an 8 of spades. Higher or lower than the 8?
Just win this, dude.
Lower.
He goes lower. It is a queen of hearts.
You bitch.
There you go. Sorry. Almost there.
You thought.
You thought. Where are we? Steve, line 7. You're up. Yeah, Steve.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
You got a 4 of diamonds. Higher or lower than the 4?
Higher.
He says higher. It is a 3 of spades. That is lower. You lose. Good day, sir.
That was
You
kinda-
there, Steve? Oh, wait. No, you're not. You lost.
He didn't seem like he was prepared.
Where'd you go? You hardly even hung out. Richard, line 8. What's up, Richard?
Yo.
Yo. First card up is a queen of diamonds. Higher or lower?
Lower.
He says lower. It is lower by a whole lot. 2 of diamonds. Higher or lower than the 2?
Oh, doctor.
Higher.
He says higher. It is higher. 6 of spades. Higher or lower than the 6?
Higher.
He says higher. It is higher. 7 of spades. Higher or lower than the 7?
Lower.
He goes lower. It is a 10 of clubs.
You bitch!
Sorry.
Sounded like someone told him to go lower in the back when they said go lower.
Right.
Punch that person.
Yeah.
And then that guy got punched in the temple.
Yep.
Stacy, line 1. Hi, Stacy.
Hello.
Hey, Stacy, your first card up is a 9 of clubs. Higher or lower than the 9 of clubs?
Higher.
She says higher. It is higher. It is a king of clubs. Higher or lower than the king?
Lower.
She says lower. It is lower by a whole lot. That is a 2 of clubs. Higher or lower than the 2?
Higher.
She says higher. It is higher. It is a queen of spades. Higher or lower than the queen?
Lower.
She says lower. It is a king of spades.
Shut up. Now you're cheating. Now you're
King
cheating. Now you're
of
cheating.
spades. King of spades.
I mean, what are the like? That's insanity.
Sorry. Why is it insanity? It's a
Just
deck of
give me a
cards.
break. It should have just been lower, and that's it.
I know what you want. Diana, you ready to play, Diana? I'm going to shuffle them up a little bit. You ready, Diana? Line 2? Diana, you want me to do you want me to cut the cards, Diana? Or you want to raw dog it?
Listen to your voice change.
Raw dog it.
Raw dog it.
I hope she
Yeah,
wins.
like I'm filthy. Okay, Diana, your first card up is a jack of clubs. Higher or lower than the
We're
jack
gonna
of
go lower.
clubs? She goes lower. It is lower. It is an 8 of diamonds.
Nice.
Higher or lower than the 8 of diamonds? That's a tough card.
Lower.
She goes lower. It is a jack of spades. Jack of spades. That's higher. Therefore, you lose. Bye, Diana. You have a wonderful day. Tyler, line 3, you're up.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man, Tyler, you got a good card up. It's a queen of clubs. Higher or lower than the queen?
I got to go lower.
He goes lower. It is lower. It is a 7 of diamonds. Higher or lower than the 7 of diamonds?
Let's go lower.
He says lower. It is higher. You went lower than a 7, huh? Queen of spades.
The way it's going, he could have easily. The one chick had a queen and it was a king.
You're right.
So
You're right, but he didn't. So we lost. Robert, line 4. Good, Robert.
I don't like any of
What's happening?
All right, let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
6 of spades. Higher or lower than a 6 of spades?
I will go higher.
He says higher. It is lower. It is a 4 of hearts. Goodbye, Robert.
In and out.
Goodbye, Robert. Alex, line 5.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, man. 3 of clubs is your first card. Higher or lower?
Higher.
He says higher. It is a 2 of spades. Now that sucks.
No, come on.
That sucks. Where are we at? Alex? No, that was Alex. We're at Todd on line 6.
Yeah.
Hey,
Todd,
let's
what's
lose
up?
this game. Come on.
All right.
Yeah,
First card up is a good one.
hope he's
2
up.
of diamonds. Higher or lower than a 2 of
Two
diamonds?
diamonds. Let's go higher, brother. Higher.
He goes higher. It is higher. It is a 6 of diamonds. Higher or lower than the 6 of diamonds?
Let's lose it and say higher.
He says higher. It is a loss. It is a 6 of hearts. Ties lose. Good day, sir. Where are we? Eddie, line 7. Eddie, your first card up is a 3 of diamonds. Higher or lower than, he goes higher than the 3 of diamonds. It is higher. It is a 4 of clubs. Higher or lower than the 4?
Ooh, let's go higher.
He goes higher. It is higher. It is a 7 of clubs. Higher or lower than the 7?
I'll go higher again.
He goes higher. It is higher. It is an ace of diamonds. Higher or lower than the ace? You got to go lower.
I'll go lower.
He goes lower. It is a 2 of hearts.
Oh, let's go, Buffalo. Come on, Bills.
For the win.
Let's go higher.
For the win. It's not higher on the last card. It's you got to pick the color.
Disqualified. He's out.
No.
Red or black?
You guys want him. You want the game over, but yet you want me to throw him out.
Nope.
So on the last card, it's not about higher or lower. It's about red or black.
Come on. Focus.
I'm going to go red.
He goes red.
Flip it. Oh, are you kidding me?
It is a black.
You bitch.
It is the 5 of clubs.
Always bet on black, homie.
Sorry.
That's not right. This is.
Let's get the tension building music off, and we go to our next caller.
It should just be
Ivan
Kyla.
on line 1. Hi, Ivan. How are you today?
8.
Oh, we're on line 8? Okay, that's John on line 8. Go ahead, John. Your first
Hey, how are
card,
you?
John. What's up? John, your first card is a jack of hearts. Higher or lower
Lower.
than jack? He goes lower.
Lower.
It is lower. It is the 8 of spades. Higher or lower than the 8?
Higher.
He says higher. It is a 4 of diamonds. Sorry, you lose. Ivan, line 1. Go ahead,
Hey,
Ivan.
how you going?
Your first card up, Ivan, is a 3 of spades. Higher or lower than the 3 of spades?
Higher.
He says higher. It is a 3 of hearts.
Oh, that's so wrong.
Sorry.
But that's so wrong.
Ties lose.
That he's
Good
bad at
day,
the
sir.
game. Yeah, you're right.
Let's see. What are we up to? Lisa, line
Yeah.
2. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, it's Lisa. Go Bolts.
Go
Go
Bolts.
Bolts.
4 of spades. Higher or lower?
Higher.
Says higher. It is higher. It is a 10 of clubs. Higher or lower than the 10?
Lower.
She goes lower. It is lower. It is a 5 of hearts. Higher or lower than a 5?
Ooh. Higher.
Higher. It is the ace of spades. Higher or lower than the ace? Obviously, you got to go.
Lower.
Yeah.
Lower. It is a 9. The last card
Here we
is
go.
in my
Come on.
hands.
Go Bolts. She had good luck. Let's go.
Red.
Is it red or is it black?
See red.
Come on, Red. Come on, Lisa.
Did you say red?
Turn it over.
I said red.
Are you sure you want to say
Stop
red?
it. Just do it.
Look, yes, I'm sticking with it.
Oh, it's a
Congratulations,
run.
you are a winner! Woo!
Good job, Lisa. It was the Go Bolts.
Yes.
Good,
You got it.
good luck.
King of Diamonds is the card. You are a winner. You are going to see your Tampa Bay Lightning tonight at Amalie Arena, courtesy of Mr.
Thank
Mike
you.
Olivero. Please hold on
Can I-
one moment.
Can I just say, I know we
What?
have to do this, but can I just say tonight when the Lightning win, I would like all of Tampa Bay to scream Lisa at the top of their lungs at 0-0-0-0 because she brought the good luck big.
There you go.
Saw you, girl.
There you go. Now it's time for us to give away $1,000. On top of that, we just give to you people.
Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is...
smile. That's the word smile. Head to the free 1025 The Bone app now. Enter the word smile. You'll have until 12:30 for your shot to win that $1,000. And don't forget, if in that half an hour a phone number pops up on your phone that you don't recognize, answer it, because it could be us telling you have the $1,000. And if you ignore it, then you won't get the $1,000. It's the Bone Bonus. Good luck. Smile is the word you want to put in there. We wish you the best of luck. Go Bolts, yeah?
Go Bolts, Thunder.
Go Bolts. Game 5. You're going to need all the help they can get. It's JP, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We'll be right back.
.102.5 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone.
Set the date. Barbecue Love Fest is Saturday, May 3rd at Perry Harvey Park in downtown Tampa from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Your ticket for this all-day celebration of barbecue includes barbecue samples from 20-plus cook teams, 7-plus renowned pitmasters from across the nation, and live music. The Bone and the Mike Calta Show have your tickets. Listen to win or buy your tickets now at bbqlovefest.com.
When it really matters, choose Farah and Farah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
John Senning here for Hawkins Service Co. Are you frustrated with your current provider? Well, switching to Hawkins is simple and stress-free. With over 30 years of trusted service, Hawkins offers expert HVAC and pool services, as well as plumbing and electrical. And right now, Hawkins is offering $150 off electrical panel replacement and 15% off spring lighting upgrades and energy solutions. I trust these folks in my home, and you should too. Make the call today. 813-445-8209 or book online at hawkinsserviceco.com. Hawkins, one call handles it all.
At Cadence Bank, we believe the future comes in many shapes. Every day is a new beginning, a chance to imagine new possibilities or get to work building them. There's opportunity here. Find a branch near you at cadencebank.com. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day, and he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve, and it all starts with one call to Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give him a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's 866-CALL-MOE.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit watermanconstructiongroup.com or call 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction, your vision is their mission. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family. And no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shopidc.com.
Cool. Oh, hi. Welcome to IKEA. How can I help? Isn't this the parking lot of my daughter's ballet class?
It sure is, but I see you're on IKEA.com ordering some spring items.
Yeah, I'm hosting a barbecue this week. I completely forgot I need everything.
With delivery or pickup options, we've got what you need to conveniently order IKEA literally anywhere.
Convenient. Wait, where are you going?
The next car over just placed an IKEA order too. Busy morning.
You're amazing.
Get IKEA whenever, wherever, however you want. Order from IKEA online and get affordable delivery or choose from thousands of pickup locations.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Guys, if I could just have your attention.
Turn it on now!
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go. Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast. Okay, people, let's do this.
Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
It's JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Monica and Dizzy with me as always as well. JustCallMo.com, Tampa's injury attorneys. They sponsor hour number 2 of the program. We appreciate them for that. We'll get to Dead Guy in the Envelope in just a few minutes.
You feeling good about yourself about that whole high-low, red-black situation?
Oh, going only one segment like I said it would?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
I have something here that I found on the old internet.
And what might that be?
That might make you feel good about yourself, maybe. It's called, well, they call it the old man challenge, but I call it the old person challenge because why can't women get in on this action too?
Of course, you have to ruin it. Go ahead.
I didn't ruin anything. I included.
That's
Okay.
your first problem.
The challenge is that and I want to see you do this.
Where is this challenge?
It's on the internet. I think it's on TikTok. It's on TikTok.
Okay.
And so what you do see is, JP, and you should just do this now while we're talking about it and just do it in real time so we can all watch you on camera. So you take sneakers and socks off, put them on the floor next to each other, right? And then you stand behind them. And then you lift one foot and you bend over with the lifted foot, put the sock on, bend over to put the shoe on, tie the shoe, and then switch legs and do the same thing on the other one. And you can't touch the ground or fall or anything like that the whole time. If you can do that, you're not an old man.
I have to tie the shoe?
Yeah, yes. You have to do it all. You have to basically start
Hold on a second. So you're asking me to take my shoes and socks off?
Yes. I'm going to stop talking because I need you to be on the camera right now.
It's going to be hard to be on the mic, though.
Okay.
To be honest with you.
How are we going to see you?
All right. Yeah, but the socks are a little sweaty, so they're going to give me a little...
No excuses.
All right.
I can't see what's making me mad. I need bone.
Yeah, you got to make more noise, JP. There you go.
There we go.
So here's one sock.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's the other sock.
Okay. And both sneakers. Yeah, I can see you. We're seeing you.
I can't get my foot.
Can't even lift it up.
I can't get my foot up that high. All right.
I believe you.
So now
you're gonna put them in front of you, one next to each other. Like put a sock, shoe. Okay, and now stand behind them so they're both in front of them. Then you're gonna lift one foot and you're gonna bend over. You're gonna just bend at the waist.
Yeah, bend over,
or squat
boy.
at the knee. Yeah, whatever, however you want to do it. Pick up your sock.
Oh, he has to pick up the sock too. Like
Yes, pick up the sock. You're using the chair.
Yeah, it's not happening.
You're cheating.
It's not,
You're cheating.
It's
You
over.
can tell.
It's over.
We're not doing this.
Why not?
Because I'm not going to be. I can't do it.
Did you use the chair there? If you have no help and no assistance and you don't fall, you're not a normal man.
Why does my leg have to be up in the air until I go to put my sock on?
Because balance, you have to be able to. I did half of mine in front of Gareth right now, no problem whatsoever at all.
That's not happening.
Is it the
Now,
balance?
if I'm able to keep my foot on the ground until I put the sock on,
it's cheating.
No, why would that?
Then I can't do it.
Make
I'm
it
not even
easy.
going to lie. I'm not even going to try. I can't.
Really?
I'm telling you, I can't do it.
Do it, Gareth.
Do what?
Do it. You have slides on. That's okay.
You
Put
think
on.
I'm gonna put my dirty my feet on this dirty ass
I
ground?
think I did too. No, I didn't take
My
my
feet are on
That's true.
My feet are
I got
on
like
the dirty
some
ass ground.
I can put some paper towels down and I'll do it. Maybe.
Yeah, that's true too. But apparently, if you can do that, that means you have the balance, you have the core
Yeah,
strength.
but you know,
That's easy.
We know I can't even touch my toes.
But you don't have to be able to touch your. That's the beauty of this is that you don't have to be flexible as much as you have to just have that balance and
Hamstrings.
core
Yeah.
strength.
Well, I have the core strength, but I don't have the balance. I do.
Didn't seem like you
I'm
had any
not
of it,
worried about
dog.
the. Huh?
Didn't seem like you had any of it, dog.
No, I have the core. It's not my core that's the problem. It's my hamstrings. I can feel it in my hamstrings.
This man's struggling to this, but 100 men can take a gorilla. Okay, I'm listening to this
So
guy.
when you're bending over, okay, so is your other foot in the air when you're bending over like that?
Yeah, my left foot is in the air. I'm reaching down to get the left sock.
Okay, and we can't see you, so I'm
I
assuming
can't do it. I fall right over.
you fall over without touching the ground first. Okay.
Yeah, no, I
We're all at
start
different
falling to the
stages in our
side.
lives.
Yeah, I don't like this game.
I love it, and I knew I wanted to see you do it on the camera. Here's the thing: we all have different, and you have back issues, right? Oh, knee issues.
The one thing I don't have is knee issues
okay,
yet.
all right. Well,
But
you know
yeah.
what? You gave it a shot. You were kind of there a little bit.
No, I wasn't. It was a failure. It was a
So, are
total
you an
failure.
old man?
I'm the one. What was it? There was one thing I was able to do where I was able to get up.
I remember that. You had to lay down, and then you had to get up without touching. Like you couldn't put your hands
You
to
take
the.
your shirt off. Doing a push-up.
You have to plank that your butt's not in the air.
I can plank without my butt in the air. I can do that. But I forgot the one where I was able to get up off the ground. I was able to do that one.
You rocked, yes, and you. Ideally, you're supposed to be able to just put your feet and then push up, but there were no rules, so you rocked. Until,
I went from Indian style and I had to get up, right?
No, you were.
I think it's called Native American
It's
style.
called
now.
crisscross applesauce, and you were laying down. You had to lay down, and that's how you started rocking.
I don't like these games.
I love these games. You know what else? To me, okay, and I know you. Isn't that a challenge to you? Don't you want to be able to do that now? So you'll do what it takes to make sure you can?
No. Because there's never a time where I'm going to
have balance.
It's not about having balance. I can stand
It's all
here.
about balance. That's literally all it is.
I can stand here with one leg up in the air. Not a problem.
We all can.
We can't see that. For the record, I don't believe that at all.
I think his hand's on the console.
No, it's not.
Now you're swaying.
But I'm.
Look at you. You look like you're dancing. You look like you're dancing, bro.
Now I'm good. I'm good.
Okay,
I just
all
had to
right.
get my balance.
All right.
Yeah, I don't believe
My
it.
leg
His
is
foot's
up
back
in
on
the
the
air.
ground.
It's not up. It's not.
Watch this. Look at me, JP. Look, I'm doing it with no feet on the ground. Look at me. I can do that too. Look, no feet on the ground.
Oh, the ball busting at an all-time high right now.
And I'm good on my other side too. This I can do. It's the minute I try to bend over to get the sock off the ground, it's game over. I tilt over to whatever side I'm leaning on.
Bro, you were shaking like a stripper a second.
On that because I was trying to regain my balance.
All right.
I'm up. My leg is up in the air. I'm not going to lie to you about
Now
it.
do the other one quickly. Just stop and switch, and then how long does it take for you to?
I'm good.
Listen, you're gonna be here soon. We're gonna see this live in studio.
Yeah, I feel like
Fine.
this needs to be
Yes. You got time to practice.
I don't have to practice.
practice your plank while you're
That
at
part. I'm never going to be able to put the sock on.
it. Don't say that.
Aren't you supposed to? The trick is like if you're on your right foot, you're supposed to hold your left ear, and that'll help you track, like gain balance.
My trick was just bend if my right leg is in the air, I bend my left knee a little bit. That helps me go. Helps me.
And
go
let
down.
me guess, this was like some punk Gen Z kid that decided that old people can't do it.
No, well, I mean, to me, the ones I saw was like a family. So it'd be like a Gen Z, a Gen X, and then a Boomer, and they would all do it at the same time, and see who fell or whatever. Blah blah blah.
I saw a story yesterday. Gen Z kids are the most likely age group to get hit by a train.
Okay. Well, how does that even become a statistic?
Because they're staring in their phones.
Oh my God.
I can see
It
that.
says here's why Gen Z is here. It is. Here's why Gen Z is most likely the age group to be hit by trains. Gen Z and millennials are the most likely age groups to get hit by trains because they are distracted by their phones. Experts have warned. Network Rail have released a shocking closed-circuit TV montage showing people risking their lives on the train tracks. In one chilling clip, a teenage boy is seen standing on the lines while gazing at his mobile phone just moments before a train passes. Another clip shows a young dad walking his two children across the tracks while utterly absorbed in his handheld device. How about that one,
That's
Gen
sad.
Z?
But it's not all Gen Z does that. And it's also, there are plenty of Gen X's and other people who do it, and a lot of boomers who can't walk and do it, but they're looking at their phones and not paying attention. And
You know what gets on my nerves? I don't know why it should, because it kind of doesn't concern me. When people stop on train tracks at lights and stuff. I don't know why it gets me so mad, but I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
Why
here?
would you? Yeah.
Yeah,
They
you
have to
can't
put
do
signs.
that because you got the crossings down.
Well,
Your
no,
arms
they'll
are
be
down.
up because the train's not coming. I just mean in general. Like, there's certain places, like there's one in Tampa. I don't know if you remember this.
Oh, you mean like
Monica.
if there's a red if there's a red light there or something along, if there's a light there,
Yeah.
or if there's traffic, and it's backed up,
that you're stopped on the train tracks.
Well, you're an idiot.
I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why it gets on my nerves, but it does for me.
There's I've seen, which is embarrassing, but signs that say it says don't stop on train tracks.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why you'd have to tell someone not to stop on the train tracks. And I don't know. Do you think they can get out of their car if they see a train? I don't know.
If that thing goes down and they're not in a pickup, they're gone because I'm not backing up.
Here we're at with the Long Island Railroad. Everything is up on a platform. When you go to get on the train yourself, if you want to take the train into Manhattan, right? There's a space between where you get on the platform and when you get on the train. They had so many people falling into the gap. Why? Like they put one leg down and the leg goes down and now they're kind of stuck. They have to pull themselves out. They had so many people doing that they had to put on the entry floorway into the train on every single train, beware of the gap.
Instead of, putting a ramp that slides out, they're like, just put a sign that says, hey, watch this.
Well, it's cheap for them to put the sign up.
Yeah.
But how many people felt it? I mean, morons.
What are they doing? Like, why would they
Their
even
heads
see?
are up their ass. Nobody's paying attention to anything. They're looking at their phones. But this was before the phones they did this.
Their heads are up their ass.
Their
Listen,
heads are right up
okay,
their
hold
ass.
on. Let's not act like we're perfect.
And how about all the jerk-offs that started riding bikes off of cliffs when they were chasing Pokemon or walking into traffic? We had it here. A guy walked right into the lake.
That's kind
There's a little lake. There's a little lake literally 5 minutes from the radio station. And when that Pokemon Go came along, dude, boom, right in. Another one, boom, right into traffic. Got hit by a car. Because you're chasing Pokemon.
Trying to get this Charizard, dog.
Grown-ass men. Some grown-ass man had to explain to his wife that he got hit by a car because he was chasing Pokemon.
Yeah.
How about that?
I don't like it, but we've all done. Let's not act like we're perfect. We're pointing fingers.
I'm pretty perfect.
No.
Now imagine 100 of them versus a gorilla. They're still losing. I'm bringing
You're
that
still
back.
picking the men in that.
Yeah.
Also, imagine them having a radio show and telling all of a different city saying, can you imagine a grown-ass man who's been potty trained since 3 years old or whatever, and he had to go crap in the woods twice. He couldn't find a toilet. He had to put it to that place.
That's nature's calling. You're comparing apples to
No,
oranges.
I'm not, because nature's calling would have you go to a bathroom because before
Monica,
you got to
I
that
was
point.
driving and there was one time I was driving it. I told you the excuses every single time. There was no bathroom. There were no bathrooms. What am I supposed to do? I'm in the road. I had to pull over and go. I wasn't going to crap my pants in my car.
But my point is, you're a grown man.
I couldn't make it.
Get to that point where you have to go or not make it at all. Like you should be planning ahead.
But I think he's saying it wasn't a slow buildup. It just hit him once.
It hit me.
Oh no!
Exactly.
I gotta go. You never had that happen to you?
No.
Of course not. It would never happen to Monica. Why would it? Except that one time when she was running and it just happened to be a McDonald's she could stop in and go.
And I had to go so bad. I made it to a bathroom. I didn't crap in the woods.
What about that one runner we played the audio from when she was in a marathon and she said, "Please, I just S'd myself. Please don't shoot my butt."
Aww.
Remember that? We talked about that one. That actually video popped back up in one of my feeds again the other day. I started laughing again. Still funny.
She might have been going for PR.
Yeah, it's not like I sat there, I felt this thing coming on and I tried to hold it off as long as I possibly could. In all 4 cases.
Whoa.
What is
it happened 4 times. I think it was either 3 or 4 times. Once I was hunting.
It's a little high numbers there.
Yeah.
You're the Jordan of pooping in the woods.
Once I was hunting, twice I was driving, and the other time I was at my son's soccer game coaching, and the bathrooms were out of order. And I couldn't use the ladies' room. All the bathrooms were out of order. Yeah. So I did what I can do to make it back to the game. I ran into the woods, did what I had to do, and ran back to the game.
Yeah, you're struggling over there, man.
I'm going to need someone.
You know what? 4 times in 53 years. Not bad.
That's a lot.
Not good.
That's still high numbers.
Yeah, that's like when you're saying, okay, it
most
happened out of
people
nowhere.
say 0.
Yeah, and I'm older than you. It's never happened to me. So most people would say, okay, you know what? That one time, it's crazy. It was an emergency. It came up out of nowhere. Blah 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 blah. 4 times. That's a pattern, sir.
Or there's a bowel issue, or an anxiety issue that popped up. Who knows?
Yourself checked out.
I'm gonna get you some Depends next birthday.
I'm good now, though. It's been a couple of years. All right, can we play that guy?
Couple of years.
No.
It's been a few years, man.
You're on a roll.
That's like saying I've only almost drowned 4 times in my life. That's a lot.
And it's only been 2 years since I almost drowned the last time.
Yeah.
Oh.
You learn how to swim.
Grown man.
Oh, you guys are really feeling yourselves today, huh? The 2 of you?
That's a
the
lot.
2 of you?
You brushed it off like it was not that big of it. It's a high number, bro.
The 4 times in the woods?
How many people do you know that have done that 4 times? Oh, can I do this?
Scratch that. 5 times.
Number's getting high.
I was hiking
the JP
once.
talk. Why don't you go amongst your friends and tell them that 5 times you almost crapped yourself, but you went into an emergency situation, and see how they respond to that.
They'll be like, I don't know, once.
Yeah.
If I thought about it.
All right, it's not 5 times is a lot. It's not normal. But I did what I had to do.
5.
The last time I was hiking, and there were no bathrooms, nowhere to be found.
Did you have to use a leaf?
No, I used my sock.
Oh, you had to go raw dogging it with one sock?
I'll go sock over leaf every
really?
single time.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Sacrifice the sock. It's nice and soft.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
You got
What
to
do you
turn
do
it
with the sock
inside out, though, so
afterwards?
you get a little extra bristle. You know what I'm saying?
And then do you bury the sock?
Yeah.
You hang it on a tree.
Under
like
the
an
leaves
ornament.
that I didn't use.
Mark your
Anyway, dead
territory.
guy in the envelope. We got a white American guy that you know from, I'll say you know him best from one movie, but he was not an actor in that movie. White American guy you know best from one movie, but he was not an actor in that movie.
Was he an actor in other things?
No, not an actor. Oh, wait a minute.
All right.
Hold on, that wasn't loud enough. Much better. Diz?
So was he a director?
Nope. Morons. 800.
Morons who've used the toilet their whole lives.
I'm in control of my bowel movements.
White American guy. Well, you guys are lucky. How about that? You guys are just lucky to have great bowel systems. White American guy, you know best, probably because of one movie. He was not an actor in that movie, and he was not a director. 800-771-1025. It's Dead Guy in the Envelope on 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 1025 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
Toyota.com. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
Cat named Mo saying it's time to spring into strength at Crunch Fitness. See what I did there? And now is the perfect time with $0 enrollment and membership starting at $9.99. Go to crunch.com where you can find out about the HIT classes, high-intensity interval training for heart-pumping team-based workouts. They also have certified personal trainers. Mine is Jacob out at Carewood. Create the perfect program to help you reach your goal. With nearly 500 locations nationwide, you will have no trouble finding a convenient gym close by. Go to crunch.com for the location nearest you and get crunched. Offer ends 4/30.
I'm sure everyone says this, but my mom really deserves the world. This year, I finally found a Mother's Day gift that comes close. She loves Hellsberg, so I'm getting her these timeless gold earrings she can enjoy for years to come. They feel special enough to show how much I truly appreciate everything she does for me. And I mean everything. I even sent my dad a link to the Diamond Eternity band he'll be getting her, too.
Save up to 50% on Mother's Day gifts Mom will cherish forever. Visit Hellsberg.com or a store near you.
Drinking and driving don't mix. If you've been injured by a drunk driver, we're Bernetti PA and we sue drunk drivers. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, and Pinellas.
Over 700 new Hyundais, tariff-free at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%, buy with zero down, or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99. Do it signing.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Diamond Days are back at the Golden Diamond Source, Tampa Bay's largest jewelry superstore. I love Diamond Days because right now you can get up to 20% off all their diamond inventory, including April's birthstone. Plus, you can take advantage of 0% financing for up to 5 years. This means that if you finance $5,000, your monthly payment would be only $83. Best of all, your Golden Diamond Source diamond never loses its value. And listen up, all soon-to-be newlyweds, here's your chance to win a $2,500 shopping spree at the Golden Diamond Source, along with a wedding cake for up to 100 guests created by the renowned celebrity chef, the Cake Girl, as seen on the Today Show. Entering is easy. Simply visit the Golden Diamond Source on Almerton Road for your chance to win big. I love Diamond Days because right now you can get up to 20% off all their diamond inventory, including April's birthstone. Plus, you can take advantage of 0% financing for up to 5 years. If you want your special someone to say yes, make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond. Check them out at 3800 Almerton Road in Clearwater. The Golden Diamond Source.
Tune in for Reinventing Retirement, where premier wealth managers and retirement specialists discuss the most important and crucial retirement topics for your benefit. Reinventing Retirement, Saturdays at 9 a.m. and Sundays at 9 a.m. and again at 11 a.m. Only on 102.5 The Bone.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Take advantage of the Freedom of Choice pricing event at Cherry Home Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. 1,000 new vehicles in stock with zero down, 0% APR, and zero payments for 90 days. At the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., cherryhome.com. 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, Back to JP.
It's Dead Guy in the Envelope, 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Dead Guy is brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. Dead Guy in the Envelope, the clues so far. You have a white American guy you probably know best from one movie. And that one movie, he wasn't an actor and he was not a director. Now, your job is to call us and ask yes or no questions. If you get a yes, you go again. You get a no, we move on to another caller. You put all the clues together and somebody's going to win some tickets. Lainey on line 1, you're the first one in. Go ahead. What do you got? What's your question?
Hey, was he a game show host?
He was not a game show host. Again, I said you know him best from one movie, not television. Kyle, line 2.
Hi, was the movie he made a documentary?
No. No. Mark, line 3.
First of all, the gorilla would definitely win, but was the movie about him?
Yes.
Ah.
Is it something to do with something he accomplished?
You could say that. Kind of.
Is he was he an explorer of any sort?
Nope. Nope. Dave, line 4.
Did it have to do with eating food?
Nothing to do with eating food. Nope. Brian, line 5.
Yes. Was he a football player?
He was not a football player. Steve on line 7.
Was he portrayed by Jim Carrey in the movie?
He was not portrayed by Jim Carrey. This is going to be a difficult one.
Yeah.
I would even say I'd even be willing to take the movie as the answer.
Not an actor and not a director, but we...
Not an actor, not a director. The movie was about him. Right?
It's
That's
something
what we
he
got.
accomplished, sort of, but...
Sort of.
We know him best from that movie without him being an actor or a director.
That movie, I believe, is how he became in the mainstream for at least that period of time while that movie was out. He was a pretty big deal.
And was this movie? Was it a what do we call it? Like a period piece?
No. Steve, line 1.
Yeah. Did this guy jump motorcycles?
No.
He was famous before that.
No, it's nothing to do with Evel Knievel. If you figure out the genre of his background, you'll be able to get you'll be able to get it. Again, I'll even take the name of the movie as your answer in case you don't know him, in case you don't know his name. David, line 3.
Yeah. Was he famous for smuggling drugs?
No. He was not famous for smuggling drugs. Sandra, line 4.
Hi.
Hi.
Is this something that took place in the 1900s?
No. 2000s. Our lifetime. Our lifetime. Robert, line 1.
Yeah. Was the movie about mob?
About what?
The mob.
No. Not a mob movie. Jason, line 5.
Is it a Christmas movie?
It is.
Was
not
it a Christmas movie?
It is not a Christmas movie.
Christmas movie?
Totally not a Christmas movie. Mike on line 7.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Was he in the magazine business?
No, he was not in the magazine business.
Was he?
Monica, you want to give nerd notes?
Yes. Okay. A white American that we know best from one movie that he was not an actor or a director. It was not a documentary, but it was about him, and you could say it was about something that he accomplished.
Yeah, but I wouldn't focus on that.
And it was in our lifetime.
It was during our lifetime, yes. All of us.
So you,
Brian, online.
Wait, I just want to. So we don't want to focus on what the movie was about. But
No, you
want
to focus on the movie.
Genre.
What I was saying is the movie is loosely about his like something that he accomplished. I mean,
Is this going to go longer than high, low, left, right?
I don't know. It might. Brian, line 3.
Is the movie about sales?
About sales? No. Buck on line 1.
Hey, did Woody Harrelson play the main character, the guy we're talking about?
No. Patrick on line 5.
Did he play a drug dealer?
No. Hunter on line 8.
Yeah, was he played by Bradley Cooper in the movie American Sniper?
Yes, sirree, Bubba.
America what?
Is
American
it
Sniper.
Chris Kyle?
Chris Kyle, American Sniper, is the dead guy in the envelope. I had, I'll tell you about it next, but yes, that is the answer. Congratulations, your choice. I can give you a pair of tickets to see the Rays tonight at Steinbrenner Field against the Royals, or I can give you a pair of tickets to see Mike Campbell, formerly of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and the Dirty Knobs at Ruth Eckerd Hall in August. Which would you like?
I go with the Rays, please.
You got a pair of tickets for tonight's Rays game at Steinbrenner Field against the Royals. Congratulations one more time. You win. Yes, Chris Kyle. I couldn't sleep last night. My insomnia, I was up all night.
Oh,
2
that
o'clock in the
sucks.
morning.
Really?
2 o'clock in the morning, I'm watching American Sniper.
It's a good movie.
You saw it?
Yes, I did in the movie theater. Mm-hmm.
The fact that he makes it out of 2 tours and then all of a sudden gets past his PTSD and then starts helping former military guys. And there's one guy, they took him to a shooting range, and that's how he would reconnect and kind of work with these dudes. And the guy shot him. Mm-hmm. I didn't know because that wasn't in the end. You didn't know that part. So you remember at the end of the movie?
I thought they mentioned that.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, they do, but
Yeah.
I don't think they mentioned that they shot him. They said they killed him. The guy shot him at the range, and it was crazy because it says it was Chris Kyle and his friend Chad Littlefield. They were taking this guy Eddie Ray Ruth to a shooting range. He was a 25-year-old Marine struggling from PTSD among some other mental health issues. Kyle and Littlefield had taken him to the gun range. The guy's name is Ruth. Had been in and out of mental hospitals for at least 2 years and had been diagnosed with schizophrenia. His family said he also had PTSD. On the way to the range, Kyle was texting Littlefield while they were sitting next to each other and said, quote, "This dude is straight up nuts." When they got to the range, this guy Ruth didn't they weren't talking to him while they were and he was in the back of the car, and he killed them both. How about that? That's crazy. Guy survives 4 tours of Iraq.
And you're up at 2 a.m. watching something like this. You need to watch something that'll, soothe you back, lull you into a sleep.
I was trying everything. I didn't sleep. I didn't fall asleep until 4 o'clock this morning. I had to get up at 4:30.
What? Just get up.
4:45.
Get up and work out. Why?
You know what? That's probably what I should have done.
What? Why have you tried the eye thingy that I told you? Because if you're desperate, you might as well try that.
The looking around thing?
Yeah.
And
I forgot
irritating
all
your
about
eyes before you go to bed?
I forgot all about
them.
that. Yeah. No, today will be all right.
Just watch some porn, dog.
Yeah. Rub one
Watch some
out.
porn.
Doesn't that work?
Call it a night.
Yeah, probably could have. Had I not already done that in the afternoon.
So you took a nap in the afternoon is what I'm hearing?
We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. The Bone Bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Want to buy something you saw on Instagram that you don't need and probably will never use? The Bone can help. It's the Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus This is back. 1025 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Feel the credit union difference. GTE Financial is celebrating its 90th anniversary. Since 1935, providing solutions for Tampa Bay businesses is what we love to do. From SBA lending to hassle-free checking, commercial insurance to preventing fraud. We even offer free benefits for your employees. As a not-for-profit financial institution, we get to focus on your earnings. Join us at gtefinancial.org, the official credit union of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Sitting in traffic because of an auto accident is frustrating. We should remember, though, that the person in that accident ahead, their life has changed forever. And we may be thankful it isn't us. But if it ever is, call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
Suppressor Fest is back at Shark Coast Tactical. If you missed the last Suppressor Fest, this is your chance to gear up on all things suppressors. Will is having deals on all suppressor brands in the shop. You heard that right. All cans on sale. If you don't have a suppressor yet, what are you waiting for? There'll be killer deals on everything in the shop, free swag, and amazing giveaways. So get to Shark Coast Tactical this Saturday, May 3rd for Suppressor Fest 9. Shark Coast Tactical is often imitated, never duplicated. They're located on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Find them on social media and make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family. And no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shopidc.com.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
1025 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning.
It's JP at 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. A few more minutes before Mr. John Senning comes in and takes over. And I don't really want to go back into this whole the 100 human males against the one gorilla thing.
Does you sound crazy?
But, well, hold on. Queen Kitty, at Queen Kitty 33 on the Twitter asked AI, and AI has spoken.
Okay.
Outcome: 100 adult males would likely win due to numbers and potential coordination, but it would be a brutal fight with significant human losses. If the humans had weapons or tools, the fight would tilt heavily in their favor, but without, AI says the 100 human males would win.
Well, AI is still
Thank you
working
very
out
much.
his kinks. I asked AI, how tall am I? And I put some photos in of me by myself. It said 6'1". So I don't think AI has got all its kinks worked out, dog.
Well, it does in this case. It's funny, like this, and on a personal side of things, my son, he took his road test this morning.
Oh.
But they make you wait.
What do you mean?
Like, they don't, I guess there was too much either physical or verbal abuse on the instructors from failing people.
Oh.
So now he has to check some portal. He took it at 9:30 this morning, and he has to wait until after 6 o'clock
When the guys
to
get
find
off.
out whether or not he passed. That sucks.
It does, but it also doesn't. These kids need to learn how to wait. Like, you don't get everything right when you want it.
But it's something so simple that they could give you the answer to. What sucks is the reason why the game had to change is that these kids and parents are off the rails.
Yeah.
They're 100% off the rails. The reason they changed this is because of instances of physical and verbal abuse to the instructors.
Well, and you got to protect them. You can wait 8 hours for
I
someone not to
understand.
get verbally
I
abused.
understand, but you know what it's like when you're 17 years old and you're about to get your license and all. There's excitement there. And then
I didn't
you
get
gotta
my
sit-
license till I was 19.
What? Why?
I didn't get my license till I was 19 because there was there was an upheaval in my home life. There was never any direction for me to get it. I was never taken to the DMV. I had to do it all on my own, put it that way. And I was also moving out because of home life situation. And then I moved out, and then I moved across state, and it was a whole thing. So by the time I was like, oh, I guess I need an ID, some sort of license.
My parents just didn't want me driving early. I still did, but like they didn't want me to. So like,
I can't wait till this kid's got his license. I'm so done.
Here's
Can
the
you come
thing.
pick me up? Can you give us a ride to the mall? I'm so tired of it.
I get weirded out, and I know I'm not a parent, when parents are like, oh, my little kid. It's like we were all young and we all drove. There's no difference. I don't want to hear there's difference. There's no difference. There's still cars on the road. It's still crazy. There's still highways.
Yeah, but I got into a couple of accidents as soon as I got my license.
That'll teach you.
One was in a gas station parking lot. I hugged it too close when I was leaving, and I got the blue paint from the side of the, like, you know how they have the gas pumps, and then they'll usually a lot of times they'll have like some sort of
pole thingy, little
that's stick out.
short,
Yeah, and I did that, and then one time a guy blew a light. I had the turning arrow, and the guy, so I was making a left, and the guy went through the light and T-boned me.
Oh,
but I had my junior license, and I was going to the mall. I was only supposed to be going to school or work.
That's scary because a T-boning is
Yeah. Everything was, but I was driving a 76 Bonneville. Good luck.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about the other car. Then.
My car just basically stood up, shook itself off. Was like, what else you got?
I took my driver's license test, like the actual drive, in a 76 or something Caprice Classic. It was
There you go.
It was a big old boat. Like that thing was a literal boat.
There you go. Weren't those the cop cars for a while? The Caprice
Maybe.
Classics?
I don't know, but it was huge. It was a huge yellow one. It was like physical metal. Like there was,
Yeah.
it wasn't plastic.
Once you drive a boat on the road, you could drive anything.
I'm saying I was good. I parallel parked that mofo.
Yeah. Same.
That's
I
why
had to
they
do
went-
all that in the city too.
Oh,
And
the
the-
city.
And the vans, you did promo work, right?
Yeah.
Both of you did promo work. You had to drive the vans, right?
Yeah, the big station.
Dude, I
vehicles,
drove a box truck by myself. Thank you. With the mast and everything. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm excited for him. I hope he's okay. I said to him yesterday, I go, how many of your friends did you tell you were taking your road test? He goes, everybody. I'm like, that was stupid. No.
No.
Just in case. Well, in case you don't want to give them any ammo.
But
to
I'm
make fun
sure
you
some of
for.
his friends have not passed, right?
No. They've all
Really?
passed.
So he has till 6 o'clock. What's he going to do?
Well, and the worst part is he's got a lacrosse game at 5.
Oh, then it'll take his mind
So
off of it.
he can't even get, well, yeah, it'll keep his mind off it. But he'll be sitting, he's like that. My son is the king of, this would drive you crazy, Monica, is the king of letting his cell phone die.
Oh, my God. What?
I don't know what his thing is, but
What?
yeah. So he lets his cell phone die. And
Why? Charge it. Just charge it.
because on a day where he's got a game day, he leaves the house at 6 o'clock in the morning, and he's not getting home until 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. He's like, "Dad, you think Mom will let me borrow a charger because I want to be able to check it?" as
Bring
soon
your
as the game is
charger.
over."
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
just
guess.
bring your charger with you.
He's
to
excited.
wherever
I'm
you
excited
are.
for him. I'm excited for him. I want him to have it. He's good. He's a good kid. That one. He's easy.
That feels weird.
I don't. You talk about the kids being 18. My daughter's got prom coming up, and they're renting a house for like
How
not
many,
prom
how many
weekend, but
bedrooms? Yeah.
Is what
Mirrors
it is,
in the
man.
bedroom.
Yeah.
Is what it is. But Nicole, I was like, I did this, so I'm not saying no to it.
Yeah.
And she hasn't really. The kid's never gotten in any real trouble,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
So, and I know it's she's not dating anybody. Do I
Oh,
think she's gonna end up
nice.
fooling? Do I think she's gonna end up fooling around with somebody?
Of
Probably.
course she is.
Whatever.
Prom. Unless she has her period.
And I can only hope.
That's horrible.
I don't mind if her
Don't
prom
curse
gets
her.
ruined.
Oh, my God.
But Nicole was like, they're going to the Jersey Shore. So then my wife started calling her, "Don't be Snooky. Don't you be Snooky."
Be Snooky. She had the most fun. She had the
Yeah, but
most
she
fun.
was a drunken mess.
She was the most fun, though, wasn't
No
she?
mother wants their daughter to be Snooky.
Maybe my mom does.
I can promise you that.
I'm
no
saying-
mom fall down drunk Snooky. No.
Fun.
That's not fun. That's sloppy and gross.
She was fun. And put it this way, you would have no idea who Snooki was if she weren't fun.
I said, my whole thing was, and I barely even watched that show, I said, in a house full of Snookies, be a JWoww.
JY was a fight. She punched and fought, and she got
Yes.
hammered, too.
Yes.
She got drunk, too.
Be a JWoww.
Well, they all got drunk. That was the part of the show.
She
Right,
also
but they
got-
weren't like, their boobs falling out and being whores. And
Yeah.
She also got,
Snooki looked like she smelled, just like smell in general.
Snooki looks like she smells.
Yeah, like she just has a foot smell on her all the time. That's what I got from her. And I didn't even watch the
Makes
show
no
like
sense.
that. You said it makes no sense.
It makes no sense. She doesn't look like she smells. I don't even know what that means.
Nicole was fighting with her about not going. She's like, she didn't want her to go. I'm like, you gotta let her go. She's 18. She's 18 years old. It's over.
Yeah.
It's game over.
And I know I'm not a parent again. I'm going to say it, but I would hope that both of you would have faith in the job that you guys have done for the last 18 years to know that, of course, kids are going to screw up here and there, but she has her good moral base, and that's all you can do, and you did it already.
You can only hope.
Yeah.
That's it for us today. John Senning is in. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. Go Bolts. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 1025 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Ruck, run, or walk it at the 3rd Annual Sergeant Anthony Patrick Malstat's Defender Ruck on June 7th. Choose the 5K, 2.2-mile Ruck Walk, or go virtual. Every step supports military mental health and suicide prevention, plus music, food, raffles, and more. Sign up now at defenderruck.com and use the code THEBONE for $10 off.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Diamond Days are back at the Golden Diamond Source, Tampa Bay's largest jewelry superstore. I love Diamond Days because right now you can get up to 20% off all their diamond inventory, including April's birthstone. Plus, you can take advantage of 0% financing for up to 5 years. This means that if you finance $5,000, your monthly payment would be only $83. Best of all, your Golden Diamond Source diamond never loses its value. And listen up, all soon-to-be newlyweds. Here's your chance to win a $2,500 shopping spree at the Golden Diamond Source, along with a wedding cake for up to 100 guests created by the renowned celebrity chef, the Cake Girl, as seen on the Today Show. Entering is easy. Simply visit the Golden Diamond Source on Almerton Road for your chance to win big. I love Diamond Days because right now you can get up to 20% off all their diamond inventory, including April's birthstone. Plus, you can take advantage of 0% financing for up to 5 years. If you want your special someone to say yes, make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond. Check them out at 3800 Almerton Road in Clearwater. The Golden Diamond Source.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
Sun Toyota.com. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
Cat name mode for Crunch Fitness, where you can join now for $0 enrollment. Membership started at $9.99 a month. Go to crunch.com, where you can also find out about the tons of strength and cardio equipment, all cutting-edge machines to make you lean or pack on muscle for the upcoming summertime. $0 enrollment. How do you beat free with membership starting again at $9.99 a month? With nearly 500 locations nationwide, you will have no trouble finding a convenient gym close by. Go to crunch.com for the location nearest you and get crunched. Hurry, offer ends 4:30.
Great Scott! Back to the Future is now on stage, and it's a jaw-dropping spectacle Raves USA today. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious entertainment. On stage now through Sunday at Straz Center. Get your tickets yesterday at strazcenter.org.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their families. If you've been injured in a motorcycle or car accident, I can help. Give me a call at 866-LAW-FRAN or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast is in real time and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
For pure safety and total clean, call Zerorez. Right now, get 3 for the price of 2. That's 3 rooms of carpet clean, but only pay for 2 when you mention me, Mike Calta. Secure this deal today. Book online at ZerorezTampaBay.com.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Nia.
Hi, Nia. It's Jennifer. Did you know that Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, I work here.
Okay. I was just double checking. Get it?
Because Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, you get me, Nia.
Or you could say that I double get you.
I guess we've taken it too far.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Sometimes an identity threat is a ring of professional hackers. And sometimes it's an overworked accountant who forgot to encrypt their connection while sending bank details.
I need a coffee.
And you need LifeLock because your info is in endless places. It only takes one mistake to expose you to identity theft. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back.